Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, viewers across the world. Welcome to today's presentation where we are going to revise the 2023 Mathematics Paper 1. Okay, so we are going to explain the full Paper 1 2023 Grade 12 with the aim of letting any one of you to understand these things. But remember, all the topics that we'll cover here in the 2023 Paper 1, they are already there on the Z Material app. So what you're supposed to do is just downloading the Z Material app and start watching the videos. And then from there, you are now having the liberty to start watching the past papers. Okay, so let us deal with the questions under the 2021 Mathematics Paper 1. So the first question was saying evaluate. So you are evaluating 8 over 27, okay? The power 1 over 3, okay? So in this case, you have 1 over 3, just write the cube root of 8 over 27. So what is the cube root of 8? That is the case there. So the cube root of 8, we know it is 2. And the cube root of 27 is 3. So this is the answer. Done. You have your answer there. You go to the second question. So when you go to the Z Material app, you find these things. They are there, okay, under the indices. So we go to question number 2. Question number 2, it is saying factorize completely where you have 3x cubed minus 27x. Okay, so here is the second question. What are you going to do? Remember these topics, they are there on the Z Material app. The Z Material app explained this topic with the aim of letting any one of you to understand, because we concentrated much to the beginners, the grade 10s, the grade 11s, the grade 12, because it is the first time that you're learning these things. Okay, so all you're supposed to do is to download the Z Material app, have it in your phones, and then from there, start watching the topics at your own free time. Okay, so we simplify. How are we going, factorize. How are we going to factorize this? You start by looking the common factor. Which number can go in 3 and 27 without giving you the remainder? It is 3. Okay, from there, go to the letters. Which letter is common here? It is x. You open the bracket. X into x, it is 1. X into x cubed, you have x squared minus 3 into 27, that is 9. X cancels, you close. Okay. Because of the square which is here, you are going to use what is different of 2 squares. Okay. So you say 3x, open the bracket. X minus 3, close, open. X plus 3, you close there. You have your 2 marks. All right. Okay. Question number 3. It is saying simplify 2a minus 5b, open bracket, a minus b, close, and then you have a plus b. Okay. Rather ab, not a plus b. It is ab. Okay. So we are going to open the bracket. We are going to have 2a minus 5ab plus, okay, 5b squared, then plus ab. From there, we group like terms. Okay. So when we group like terms, what are we going to have? We are going to have 2a, okay, plus ab. Then from there, we are going to have this and this. What do we get? Okay, so this and this one, we are going to get negative 4ab, then plus 5b squared. Okay. So these two, you can check on them. You have what? When you check on these two, you're going to have positive ab minus 5ab plus 5b squared. And then you subtract here, you're going to have 2a minus 4ab plus 5b squared. That is your answer. You go to question number 4. Question number 4, it is saying the point A. So you have A. This is question 4. A, you have the point which is negative 5,3. And the point B have the midpoint. So B, they are saying has midpoint. Okay, which is 4, negative 2. Find the coordinates of B. So we are supposed to find the coordinates of B. So how do we find the coordinates of the midpoint? Remember, under the Z material app, we explained on how you can find the coordinates of the midpoint by saying midpoint is given by, okay, x1 plus x2 over 2, in bracket, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2, in that way. Then from there, you start now substituting. So what is your x1? This is your x1. So x1, you just say x1, it is negative 5 plus, what is our x2? We don't have x2 because they're saying this is the midpoint. That's what we explained when you go to the Z material app, these things. So we say x2 over, now they are saying the midpoint of b is 4. So here we're going to say 4. So say 4 is equal to, okay, comma, where there is y1, y, okay, we're going to say now negative 2 is equal to, what is our y1? So y1, we have 3 plus, okay, y2 over 2. Then from there we cross multiply. This is also over 2. So we say 2 multiplied by 4, we get 8 is equal to negative 5 plus x2 is equal to negative 4. When you multiply here is equal to 3 plus y2. Okay. Then after that, we group like terms. You are going to have 8 plus 5 is equal to x2, comma. Okay. Here you are going to have negative 3 minus 4 is equal to y2, like that. Okay. Then after that, what do we do now? We are going to add here. So here you have 13. Okay, so x2 is equal to 13, comma, y2 is equal to negative what? 7. Now, the coordinates of b now, you just say, therefore, coordinates, okay, coordinates of b is equal to, you have 13 because this is for x, so you start with 13, so you say 13, comma, negative 7. Those are the coordinates of what? The coordinates of b. You have your answer there. Okay. You move to question number 5. Question number 5, it is saying the vector OP, so vector OP, this is question 5, vector OP is equal to, you have 4, 13, and the midpoint, and the point, okay, and the point, and the point, and the point Q is equal to, you have 16, 8, okay. Find, okay, the magnitude of PQ, or the modulus of PQ there. So how are we going to find this? We need to know the direction of the vector first, so you just do this. Okay, so you have O, P, and Q there. From there, they are saying OP is that one. So this is our OP, which is OP. Okay, so and point Q. So point Q here. Find the modulus PQ. So we are supposed to find PQ. So we are going to say the direction there. We are going to have PQ. So we find PQ is equal to, we are going to have negative PO plus OQ. Okay. Then you say PQ is equal to, what is PO here? So you check, you have 14 and 13. So you have negative 4 and negative 13. Okay. Plus, what you have here is this 16 and 8, like that. Okay. So when you go to the Z material app, these things, they are very well explained. Then after that, you're going to say PQ is equal to negative 4 plus 16, you get 12. Different signs, you subtract. Negative 13 plus 8, you get 5. Different signs again, you subtract. Now, because of this modulus, how do we find the modulus now? We're going to say PQ is equal to the root of, you say now 12 squared plus 5 squared. Then you're going to have 12 squared, you get 144 plus 25. Okay. Then when you add these two, you get what here? 169. So square root of 169 is 13. So you say PQ is equal to 13 units. Okay, so you have 13 units now as your answer. So if you leave your work here, your answer will be wrong because they are saying you find the what is the modulus there. So please do not leave your work hanging there. It will be wrong. Okay, we move on to question number 6. Please don't forget to download the Z Material app because the Z Material app covers all the topics, not just the exam question paper solved ones, no, but all the topics from grade 10 to grade 12, well explained with the aim of helping those who came from grade 9 to grade 10 because they want the foundation of mathematics. So we explained all the topics starting from grade 10, then grade 11 until grade 12. Those of you are writing GCE next year, please, the privilege, the opportunities now, they are there. When the Z Material app is there to help you anymore, don't please. Just download the Z Material app and everything will become easy in your way. So question number 6. The Venn diagram below shows 3 sets, P, Q, and R. Use set notation to describe the shaded part. Okay. So for you to describe this one, just say, this is question 6. Just say P intersection Q, put in brackets, then intersection, you have Q intersection R. Okay. P intersection R, not Q. So it is P intersection R. Okay, like that. So some can say union, you'll be marked there, as long as the two there, they're inside the bracket. Okay. Then next is question number 7. Given that A, so 7, you have 2 here. Given that A, you have the matrix 1, 2, and 4. B, you have 3, 0, and 4. Find, okay, so A, you have this matrix, which is 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so this is grade 10 topic. When you go to the Z Material app, you will find this topic well explained. Okay, so they are saying we find A transpose. So A, they are saying we find A transpose. This is a transpose. So when writing the transpose, we change the row into the column. So this is the row, we change the row into the column. It is 1, 2, and 4. This is your answer. You have your 1 mark. Right? So please don't forget to download the Z Material app. Remember, the Z Material app will help you to understand the topics nicely before you start watching the past papers. So start watching the topics first, and then later on you will now enjoy dealing with the past papers because you have the ideas now on how you can calculate certain questions. We move on to B, 7B. They are saying AB, so AB, which is multiplication now of matrices. Okay, so we multiply, which is row by column. It is 1 multiplied by 3, you get 3, plus 2 multiplied by 0, which is 0, plus 4 multiplied by 4, which is 16. Then from there you add 3 plus 0, it is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 16, that is 19. So your answer is just what? 19 there. You have your what? Your answer on 7B. Please don't forget to download the Z Material app. So these are grade 10 questions. You find them under the Z Material app. Okay. Question number 8. Given that A is equal to 25 and given that 25 rather and 13 are the first and third terms of the arithmetic progression respective, find the second term. So how do we find the second term? We can just say first term, second term, and the third term because we have third. So they are saying given that the 25th and the 13th are the first and third, okay. So we can form the sequence here. So how do we find the arithmetic mean? We can just say we want to find the second term. This is A, B, C. We can just use B. We want to find B. So we say B is equal to, we want to find the arithmetic mean. Okay, so we can say A plus C, meaning the first plus the third. Okay, over 2. That's how we find the arithmetic mean. Now, what is our first term? They are saying the first term here is 25. And what is our 13th term? The third term is what? 13. So you just say B is equal to, what is A? 25 plus C, which is 13 over 2. So you have B is equal to, this is 38. So 38. You divide by 2. You have B is equal to what? 19. Okay. So the second term is what? 19. Then you say 19 is the second term. So you just say T2 is equal to what? 19. That's it. Why should you waste the time? Okay. When you go to the Z material app, we explained these things. They are there. If you want, you can use the other one where you're going to have A plus B. Okay. Rather, it's A plus, open the bracket, N minus. Okay. 1 close, you have D, which is D common difference. Then you form the expressions where you have, what is your A? They are saying 25. So you have 25, okay, plus, okay, N is the term, the first term. So it will be 25, just 25. Because here you're going to have 1 minus 1, 0. So it will be 25. So the first term is 25. And then the other one, you're going to have A plus. They are saying the third. So where there is N, we put 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 multiplied by D, you have 2D is equal to what? 13. Then where there is A now, we substitute. You're going to have 25 plus 2D is equal to 13. Group like terms, you have 2D is equal to 13 minus 25. From there, you have 2D is equal to, that is 12, negative 12. Okay. Then you divide by 2 by 2. D is equal to negative 6. So the common difference is 6. Remember how different the what is? The common difference. It is second term minus first term. Okay. Now in this case, we have been given 25. Okay. So we have 25 here, then we have B there and C there. So we just say second term minus first term. So our second term is this one. Okay. First term here. So we can just say 25 that we have minus 6, which is giving us 19. We are still getting what? 19. So there are two ways there. I don't know which one you'd love to go for. Okay, we move on to question 8b. They are saying formula for the nth term. So B, you just say A plus, open bracket, N minus 1 close. So what is your A? It is 25. Plus, open bracket. What is your N? You don't know. So just say N minus 1 close. What is your common difference? We have negative 6. So you say 25 plus, because it will be now plus. Negative multiplied by negative, it will be plus 6. Then minus 6 what? N. Okay. You add these two, you get 31 minus 6N. This is your what? Your answer. Don't forget to have the Z material app, because all these things that we are dealing with here, they are there on the Z material app with brief notes that will help you to understand these things. So please, you need to download the Z material app so that you understand more what is taking place there. Okay, we move on to question 9. A letter is chosen from at random from the letters of the word excellent. What is the probability that the letter E is chosen? So excellent, it is like this. This is question 9 and A. Excellent. Okay. What is the probability that letter E is picked? So now, just check. How many letter E do you have here? You have 1, 2, 3. So you just say 3 over the total number of letters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 3 over 9. Okay. But the final answer is not that one. Please, you have a number which can go in 3 and 9. 3 into 3, that is 1. Over 3 into 9, that is 3. So this is the correct what answer. Okay. We move on to question B. The areas of two similar shapes are in the ratio 25 to 36. If the length of the smaller shape is 2 centimeters, find the length of the larger shape. So because of the area, you just say, what is the square root of 25 and the square root of 36? So you're going to have 5 over 6 is equal to 2 over x. We want to find what x is. The length of the larger shape. So 5 multiplied by x, you get 5x is equal to 12. You divide, this is B. You divide by 5 here and by 5 there. 5 into 5, you have x is equal to 5 into 12, that is 2, remainder 2. 5 into 2, it can't. Put a point, add a 0 there. 5 into 20, that is 4. So you have 4 centimeters as your answer there. When you go to Z materials, you find these questions under the topic so-called similarities and the congruence. Okay. Okay, question number 13, they're saying a set A is equal to x such that 1 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 15. X is a prime number. And set B is equal to x such that 0 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 10. X is an odd number. List the set A intersection B. So what you have to understand here when you go to the Z material app, we explained odd numbers, prime numbers, even numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, all these things they are there. That's the reason why we always emphasize you to download the Z material app. Please, parents, wherever you are, ensure that you download the Z material app in your phones, and then when pupils they knock off from school, just ask them what topic they've learned at the school. After that, give them the phone to watch once more the topic. So, prime numbers. We are going to list prime numbers 10A. Prime numbers that you are having in set A, you have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. It ends there. Okay. Then in B, odd numbers that we are having in B. Odd numbers that we are having in B, we have, okay, there's 1, then we have 2, we have 3, we have 5, we have 7, we have 9. Okay. Then from there, they are saying A intersection B. So just say now A intersection B is equal to the elements that you can find in A and B. A and B. So you have 2, 2, so you list 2 here. You have 3, 3, you list 3 here. You have 5, 5, you list 5 here. So you can just cancel them so that you know that you've done with them. Then you have 7 and 7, you bring the 7 here. Put a comma, then you have your answer that way because you don't have a 9 and the 13 there. Okay, so that is the answer you were looking for. Next, it is under index notation again. When you go there to the Z material app, you understand these things. We explained them as well. So 10B, they are saying solve the equation where you have 2 to the power x plus 3 is equal to 1 over 16. So you need to write this in an index form. Okay. So how are you going to write this in an index form? It will be 2 to the power x plus 3 is equal to, write this, it will be 16 to the power negative 1. Then write the base to equate to this one. You have 2 to the power x plus 3 is equal to 2 to the power 4. Again, you have power negative 1 there. So you have this and that gone. You are going to have x plus 3 is equal to negative 4. Multiply 4 multiplied by negative 1 there. Group like terms. You have x is equal to negative what? 7. When you group like terms there, that's what you are getting. Okay. We move on to the next one, which is question number 11. Okay. So question number 11, it is saying the diagram shows towns A and B on the equator. A is longitude 30 degrees west and B is on longitude x degrees. The time at B is 17 hours. When it is 14:05 hours at A, find the longitude x. Okay. So I can just give you a simple diagram like this. Okay. It is lying on the equator here. So you have A, you have B. Then they are saying this is what? 30 degrees west. This is now our x. Okay. You have a north, you have a south. Okay, they are saying at B is 1705. So meaning this side at B is 1705. This side is 1405. Find the longitude x. So how are we going to find the longitude x? This is a grade 12 topic. We explained on what is geometry. Okay. So what you are supposed to do here is just say x. We find difference in time there. We have 1705 and 1405. So we subtract here, we're going to have 0, 0, 3. Okay, so the difference is 3. Don't put this, please. You mean ratios now in mathematics. So you have 3 hours as the difference. Then from there, we said 1 degree is equal, 1 hour is equal to 15 degrees. So just multiply 15 multiplied by what? 3. You get what? 45. Okay, so 45 degrees. Now, we have this 30 degrees on the east side. West side rather. We want to find the time on B, which is on the east side. So what are we going to do there? We are going to add 45 degrees, the one that we are having, plus the 30 degrees now. So what do we get? We get here 75 degrees as our answer. That's what we are getting there. Okay. We move on to B, question 11B. They are saying a ship sailed due east from A to B, due east from A to B at an average speed of 450. Find the time it took the ship to travel from A to B. Okay, so we need to find the difference in what degrees. Okay, so what you are going to do, you can just say the 45 now here that you found, multiply by the 60. Okay, because 1 hour is 60 minutes. And then you multiply 6 multiplied by 5, that is 30. 6 multiplied by 4, that is 24. Plus 3, that is 27. Okay. So you have 270. Then from there, what are we going to do? Is this correct? Let us confirm. Remember, it is paper 1. So 6 multiplied by this, it is 0. So write 0 carry 3. 6 by this is 24. 24 plus 3, 27. Okay, we add this 0. We forgot this 0. So you add it, you have 2,700 as your what distance. So you can say meters or kilometers. Then from there, how do we find distance? So you say speed. Okay, find the time it took. So we want to find the time. So speed is given by distance over time. So you make time a subject of the formula here. So you're going to have time is equal to distance over time. Rather, distance over speed. So you say time is equal to, what is our distance? You have 2,700 over speed. They are saying it is 450. Then you cancel a 0, you cancel a 0 there. You can use a 3. 3 here, that is 9. 3 here, that is 15. You bring a 0 here. Then you are going to say use, okay, we go direct. 15 here, 1. 15 here, that is 6. Okay, so 6, you have a 6 there. So 6 hours. The difference now is 6 hours. So you just say 06 what hours. Okay, that is the time. So you have 06 what hours. Okay, question number 12. It is saying the functions g and h are defined by gx is equal to 3x plus 1 and hx is equal to x minus 2. Find g inverse. So you have g. This is question number 12. Okay. You have gx is equal to 3x plus 1. And you have hx. You will have x minus 1 over 2. Okay. So these topics now are grade 11 topics. And when you go to the Z material app, we explain these topics. Well explained there. Okay. So what are we going to do here? They are saying g inverse. We pick the function of g. So a, we are going to have y. Here you replace with y. When you go to the Z material app, you understand these things nicely. 3x plus 1. And from there, we said you make x a subject of the formula. So you're going to have y minus 1 is equal to 3x. You divide by 3 and by 3 there. You're going to have x is equal to y minus 1 over 3. The final answer, you say g inverse of x is equal to x minus 1 over 3. Done and dusted. You have your answer. Next, they are saying GHX. So you have two functions, but you need to make them as one. So you say GHX is equal to, what is the function of g? Because they are starting with letter g. So the function of g is 3x plus 1. So you say 3, open bracket, where there is x, you put the function of h, which is x minus 1 close over 2 plus 1. Okay. So you are going to have 3x minus 3 over 2 plus 1. Okay. Then from there now, what are we going to do? You subtract, you're going to have 3x, okay, minus 2 over 2. You have your answer there. Okay. We move on to question. Okay, so 12C. What are we supposed to do to find 12C there? Okay, we are going to find the function of g first because they are saying gg. So gg, what do we do here to find the gg? We are going to say, okay, gg, they're saying gg, rather x, if ggx is equal to 22. So we need to find gg first. So we'll say c. 3 open bracket, where there is x, put the function again of g. So you just say 3x plus 1 close and then plus what? 1. You multiply, you're going to have 3x plus 3 plus 1. Then you're going to have 3x plus 4. Okay, like that. So this is ggx. Now they are saying x, if ggx is equal to what? 22. So where there is this now, we put what? 22. So you're going to say 22 is equal to 3x plus 4. Take this side. You're going to have 22 minus 4 is equal to 3x. Different signs you subtract. So 22 minus 4, that is 18. So you have 3x is equal to 18. Divide by 3 here and by 3 there. You have x is equal to what? 6. So the value of x that you were looking for is what? 6. Done and dusted. You have your answer there. We move on to question number 13. In a practical examination, Nelly recorded the volume V of water as 6.4 liters. Correct one decimal place. Complete the statement in the answer space below. Okay. So the answer space which is there, they are saying less than or equal to V less than or equal to. Okay. So there is dash and dash here. So volume should be less than what we're going to find. Okay. So you need to find the upper and lower limit here. When you go to the Z material up, we explained nicely these things and how you can find the upper limit, the lower limit. We gave you the explanation, a few notes. So you're going to say 6.4. What is the margin error of this? It is 0.05. So when you go to the Z material up, these things, they are there. You will understand them nicely. So we are going to say, when we add with this, we get 6.45. When we subtract with this, we get 6.4 minus 0.05, we get 6.35. So where there is less, we take this. So we have 6.35, okay? They are liters is less than or equal to, volume is less than or equal to what? 6.45. That is the answer you were supposed to write there. So please, you need to go to the Z material topics first, or up first. Then from there, start watching all the topics. And then after that, you will have now the privilege to start watching the past papers, because you understand what is happening. Okay. Then next, they are saying the actual length of the longest side of a rectangular playing field is 102 meters. A boy measured the same side as 99.8 meters. Calculate the relative error. So, how do we find the relative error? This is B. Relative error is given by, okay? So, we're going to say absolute error. So, we just say 99.8. What is the true value? The actual length of the longest side is 22. Okay, so recorded value. So just say 102 minus a recorded value, which is 99.8 over the true value is 102. Then you're going to subtract there. So you say 102 minus 99.8. Add a 0 there, point there. So get a 1, add there. It is 10 minus 8, that is 2. Get a 1 here, add there, you have a 9. Okay, so you have 11 minus 2, that is 2 again. So you have a 2 here. So you have 2.2. Okay, now it will be negative. So you have negative 2.2. So you're going to have negative 2.2 over 102. Okay, now we want to write this as a relative error. So we're going to say multiply by 10 because of one decimal point, even down by what? 10. So you have 22 over 1020. Then you can use the 2. 2 here, that is 11 over 2 here, that is 5. Remainder 0. 2 here, that is 1, 0. Okay. So it will be, rather, not 5,000, it will be 5, and then here 1, 0. So you have 510. So this is a negative because there is a negative there. So that is the answer you were supposed to do what to get. Question number 14. Find the integral x cubed plus 2x minus 3, rather plus 3. So when you go to grade 12 topics, we explained calculus again. These questions, they are coming from what? Calculus. Are you supposed to integrate or differentiate these things? So you are supposed to integrate. Okay. You are supposed to integrate. And you know how to integrate these things and what we mean by integrating. Because when you go to the Z material app, we explained on how to integrate. So just say 14a, the integral it is, you integrate it is x to the power 4 over 4. Then you have plus x squared, because we are integrating there, plus 3x plus the constant. Then you have your answer, just like that. If you want, you can say 1 over 4x to the power 4 plus x squared plus 3x plus the constant. That's it. Okay. Next, they are saying in the following diagram, triangle ABC is mapped onto triangle DEF by a single transformation M. Describe fully the transformation M. So the transformation there, when you check them properly, you are going to tell to say it is a what is? A translation. Okay. So it is a translation. So B, you just say, because it is being put down, so you say it is what is? Translation. Translation with the, okay, with the equation, okay, because when you draw a line, the variant line there, it will pass on the origin, which is 0, 0, with the line. So it will be the line with the equation y is equal to what? X. Because you're having something like this, triangle here and another triangle here. Okay, so the invariant line is going straight there, and you have the origin somewhere here when you check, which is 0, 0. Okay, so the equation will be y is equal to what? X there. Okay. When you go to the Z material app, we explained on translation with few notes that will help you to understand these things. Okay, we move on to question number 15. Okay, so I'll draw the diagram first. Then they are saying find angle QPR. Angle QPR. So the first one, which is A, QPR. So this is Q, this is R, this is P. They want this angle here. So you just say, okay, straight line, 180 minus 100, you get 80 here. Meaning this is 80, this is also 80. So the whole of this is 80. So what are you going to do to find this one? You just say 360 minus 180 minus 80 minus C, 130. So just say 80 plus 130. This is 0. This is 11. So 210. Okay, and then you say 360 minus 210. You get 0, you get 5. Okay, you get 1. Okay, so you have 150. Now, this is what? 150, isn't it? Because when we add 80 plus 130, or rather, this is 150. So that is 150. So this is 150. When you add now, you have 0. This is 13. So 3 carry 1, so 330. Okay, so you say that is what? 230, not 3. So you have 230. Then from there, you say 360 minus 230. You get what? 60. 60, 30, 50. Okay, so when we subtract here, what do we get? Let me write it properly so that we see. Okay, so we have 80 plus 150. we get 0, 13, we get 230. Then 360 minus 230, we get what here? This is 0, this is 3, this is 130. So meaning this inside here is 130. Okay. Now, if this is 130, we know the total sum of the interior angle of the triangle add up to 180. So you say 180 minus 130 to give you 50. The 50 you're getting now, you divide by 2 because this angle and this angle, they are the same. So meaning this angle here is what here? 25 degrees. But remember, you're dealing with bearings, so you can't say 25. Okay? You say 0.25 degrees. That is the angle which is there. Okay, the next question, B. It is saying we find the bearing which is P from R. So we create the north of R, meaning we want this bearing. Stop here because they're saying P from R. Then we know this is 25. This is also 25. So what is here? We need to know what is here. So you can create a straight line here. So what is here? It is 30 because a straight line adds up to 30. So 180 minus 150, you get a 30 here, meaning this is also 30. So you add 30 plus 25, that is 55. Then you're going to say 360, so you say now B, you say P from R is equal to 360 minus 35. Then you're going to get a 1 add there, you have 305 degrees. Okay. Next, question 18, a sugar company paid 362,400 as dividend for 1,200 shares. Okay. Calculate the amount paid to him. So you say a man was having 20 shares. So you say these are ratios. Okay. So just a dividend of 1,200. Okay. So we can just say sugar company paid 3,200. So we just say 18A. 1,200 shares. Someone was given 362,400. What about 20 shares? So 20 shares, okay? 20 shares. What are you going to get? You get X. So you closely multiply. You have 1,200. X is equal to 36. Okay, so when we multiply, we are going to have 724 and then 248. So this would be 8 and 0, 0. Okay, by 1,200. Again here by 1,200. Okay, 2 multiplied by 0, 0. 2 by 0, 0. 2 by 4, 8. 2 by 2, okay, 4. 2 by 6, 12. 2 by 3, 6, 7. Okay, we add another 0 because we have a 0 here. Cancel 2 zeros, cancel 2 zeros. Cancel 12, cancel 12. You have X is equal to cancel 2 zeros, cancel 2 zeros. Then you can say 12 into 12, 1. 12 into 72, that is 6. Okay. Remainder, no remainder there. 12 into 48, that is 4. Okay. 12 into 0, it is 0. So it will be 6,040 kwacha. If you are having 20 shares, you get 6,040 kwacha. This is the amount that you are going to get. We go to B, 18B. So D, they are saying find the equation of a line parallel to the line 2x plus y is equal to 4, passing through 5, negative 5,3. Parallel lines, they have the same gradient. So just say 2x plus y is equal to 4. Okay. Then make y as subject of the formula. You're going to have y is equal to 4 minus 2x. So your gradient is negative 2. Then the equation of a straight line is given by y minus y1 is equal to m open bracket x minus x1 plus. What is your y1? They are saying negative 5,3. So you have y minus 3 is equal to negative 2 open bracket x plus 5. Then you have y minus 3 is equal to negative 2x minus 10. Take this side, you're going to have y is equal to negative 2x, then minus 7. This is the equation you are looking for. Okay, so this topic, it is coordinate geometry. When you go to 11 topics under the Z material app, you will definitely find these things. They are there, well designed to help you guys. Okay, we move on to question number 19. Question 19, it says y varies jointly. Okay, so it is jointly, not direct or inversely here. It is jointly. You say if A varies jointly, so say A is equal to K, which is constant, as B and the square root of C. So the square root of C. And A 21 when B, okay, find K the constant of variation. So we are going to have A, what is our A there? So our A is 21, we say 21, this is A, 21, okay, then is equal to, what is our C, okay, 36, what is our B? So we are going to have B as 5, so we have 5k, the root of 36. Okay, so we're going to have 21 is equal to, the square root of 36 is what? Is 6. Okay, so the square root of 36 is 6. So we're going to have 5 multiplied by 6. So 5k multiplied by 6. And then we have 21 is equal to 30k. We divide by what here? 30. Even here by what here? 30. Then from there, what are we getting? Okay, so we are dealing with question number 19. What are we finding here? We are finding k as, we can divide 6, we can use which number? We can use a 3. 3 here, that is 7 over 3 here, that is 10. So our constant is 10. We go to B. B, they are saying A. Okay, so we now find A. Okay, when B is 9, so we have A is equal to 7 over 10 multiplied by B, it is 9, then the root of C, it is 100. Okay, so you're going to have A is equal to 7 over 10 multiplied by, what is here, it is 9, okay, multiplied by 10, because the square root of 100 is 10, so this is over 1. So you can say 7 multiplied by 9, okay, this and that can go, you have 63. So you have A is equal to 63, okay. You are done with A there, okay. You go to B, so A is 63. You go to the next one, that is C. So C, they are saying C. We find C now, okay. When A is 70, so say 70 is equal to 7, okay, let me write it here. So C, we are finding A, they're saying it is 70 is equal to, what is our B? We have K, which is 7 over 10 multiplied by 25 over 1, then we have multiplied by the root of C. Okay, then after that, what do? We can just multiply this and that. Okay, so we have 700 is equal to 7 by 5, that is 35. This and that, that is 14. Then plus 5, that is 17. Okay, then we are going to have the root of what here? C. Okay, then from there, what are we going to do now? We are going to say we multiply both sides, or we bring the square root of both sides. So we are going to introduce the square root. Okay, so when we divide that one, we are going to have 25. Let's see, we introduce the square root where here. How do we eliminate this? We introduce the square. Okay, again, how are we going to eliminate this? So we can just divide here by 175, even here by 175. Okay, so we divide both sides by 175, and then what are we getting now? So when we divide both sides by 175, this and that will go. We're going to have the root of C is equal to 700 over 175. Okay, from there we can reduce these two numbers. Which number can go in this and this without giving us a remainder? We can use a 5. So 5 here, that is 1, remainder 2, 5 here, that is 4, so 0 over 5 here, that is 3, remainder 2, 5 here, that is 5. Okay, again we can reduce them by 5. So 5 here, that is 5 into 14, that is 1, 2, remainder 4, 5 into 40, that is 8 over 5 here, that is 7. Okay. And then we can say 7 here, that is 1, 7 here, that is 4. Okay. So we are going to have C, the root of C is equal to what? 4. And then after that, we introduce the square both sides. Okay. Then we have C is equal to 16. So the value that we were looking for is 16. You have your what? Your 2 marks there. Okay. We move on to question 20. Question 20, they are saying in the answer space below is an incomplete simple program in a pseudocode for calculating and outputting the volume V. So output, here I'll say output. What are you outputting? They are saying volume. Okay. For calculating and outputting V of a cone with the radius R and height H. So radius and the height. Okay, complete the program below in the blank space with appropriate statement. Okay. So we are going to say, how do you calculate volume? Volume is given by 1 over 3 pi R squared dH. So here they are saying enter. There is begin. After begin, they are saying enter. Enter what? What are you entering? The things that you are entering are these two, the ones that you are not calculating. So you say enter radius, comma, height. Okay, radius, comma, height. From there, they are saying volume. So here they are saying volume is equal to, how do you calculate volume? Okay, when you go to the Z material up under compute mathematics, we said volume is given by 1 over 3 pi. So multiply by pi, multiply by radius, multiply by height. Okay, rather radius you have 2, so you're going to split it into 2. You split it into 2. So you have multiplied by another radius, multiplied by the what? The height. You have your what? Your 2 marks there. Okay. Next, they are saying shade 2 more sections of the diagram in the answer space so that it has rotation symmetry of order 2. Okay, so what you are supposed to shade is this. So this is 20A. Then B, you have something like this. Okay, so they are saying you shade 2 more so that you have 2 order of rotation. So what you are shading, just this one corresponds to which one? This is the outer part. This is the outer part. So shade this. So you're shading this. You have 1 order there. From there, because this part is shaded, which is inner part of the outer, so here you also shade this one. Just shade this one. Shade like that. Then you have your what? Your answer. That's it. You have 2 order of rotation now there. Okay. Question number 21. Write the 3 inequalities that describe the unshaded region R. These are inequalities. When you go to the Z material app, we explained on the inequalities. When you go to the Z material app, we explained on the inequalities. Okay. So you have something like this. They are saying we write the inequalities that describe the unshaded region R there. So when you go to the Z material app, we explained these lines that you're seeing here. Okay, so what are we supposed to do now? We are going to say, this one is coming from the origin. So just say y, it is a dotted line. So you say y is less than, okay, x. You have the first one. The second one, you check this one, okay, which is cutting the y-axis. So just say y is less than 6. Okay, then the last one, it is this one. Okay, so when you check this line here, you have a 3 here. Okay, so it is cutting the x-axis here and the y-axis there. So you can pick 2 points. So when you pick 2 points, you're going to have 3, 0, this one, and 0, 6, this one. Okay, from there, you need now to find the equation of a what? A straight line. So how are we going to find the equation of a straight line? We are going to use the 2-intercept form because we have 2 points there. So we use the 2-intercept form where we have y minus y1 is equal to x minus x1. So we are going to use y minus y1 over x minus x1 is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we substitute now. Y minus, what is our y1? It is 0 over x minus 3 is equal to y2, we have 6 minus 0 over x2, it is 0 minus 3. From there we have y over x minus 3 is equal to 6 over negative 3. Okay, then this is 0. From there we say negative 3 multiplied by y, we get negative 3y is equal to 6x minus 18. We divide the entire equation by negative 3. Okay, then this and that goes, you have y is equal to negative 2x plus 6. Okay, so this is the what in the equation, but it is not the inequality. So from there you check this line that you're having, it is a solid line, the down part is shaded, you want the upper part. So you will say your inequality now will be the third one, you are going to have y, so you want the upper part, you say it is greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 6. That is the inequality you were looking for. Okay, so these three, 1, 2, 3, you have your 5 marks here. So please don't forget to have the Z material up in your phones, then from there you will understand these things. Okay, we move on to question number 22. Okay, so solve the equation, that is 22. Solve the equation, it is x squared is equal to 4 open bracket, you have 4x, rather x minus 3 close the power 2. Okay, so because of the square here and the square there, just introduce the what is the square root. Okay, then you're going to have x is equal to plus or minus, because you've introduced the square root there. Okay, so what is the square root of 4? It is 2. Open the bracket, you have x minus 3 close. Okay, after that we are going to have, you say is equal to 0. So you have x is equal to 2 multiplied by x, you get this, so you have plus or minus 2x minus 6. Okay, is equal to 0. From there we are going to say x is equal to 0 or. Okay, we pick these two now, we split them, we are going to have, rather, we are supposed to group like terms. So here let us group like terms. So when we group like terms, we are going to take this, we have x is equal to, so you have 2x minus 6. Then from there, group like terms, this goes this side. Okay, you are going to have x, so it will be negative x plus or minus 2x minus 6 is equal to what? 0. From there now, we can now deal with this. So we are going to have x or plus or minus, which is giving us what? X plus or minus 6 is equal to what? 0. So we take this that side, we are going to have x is equal to 6 or negative 6. We have our answer there. If you want, you can expand that one first, and then from there you're going to use product, factor, and the sum. Okay. Okay, so question number 5b, they're saying the equation shows, the diagram shows the sketch of the graph of y is equal to negative 4x minus x squared, cutting the x-axis at a and b. Find the coordinates of a. Okay, so this is the graph that you are dealing with. Okay, it is in this way. So this is the graph, and then you have the y-axis, you have a here, you have b there, you have o there. Okay, so they are saying we find the coordinates now. So the question is y is equal to negative 4x minus x squared. So we are supposed to factorize that one. So when we factorize that one, we are supposed to have x, open the bracket, we have 4x, or rather 4 minus x. So this is also negative 4. Close is equal to what is 0. So we have x is equal to 0. Then from there, we are going to have or negative 4 minus x is equal to 0. Okay, so this one goes this side. You are going to have negative x is equal to positive 4. We don't want a negative here, we divide by negative 1, even there by negative 1. Negative, negative, positive. So you have x is equal to negative what? 4. Now, this A, is it on the positive or negative side? When you check it properly, you see that it is on the negative side. So meaning the coordinate of A, you just say A, you have the coordinate which is now negative 4, comma 0, which is correct. And X is equal to what is 0 because it is cutting the origin here, which is on 0, the B. Now the concentration is on A because they are saying we find the coordinates of what? A there. Okay. We move on to the B part. They are saying the turning point. We find the coordinates of the turning point. So how are we going to find the coordinates of the turning point? So what we are supposed to do is to find the x-intercept, which is given by B is equal to, okay, it is x is equal to negative B over 2A. Okay. So this is our A, this is our B. Then from there we're going to say x is equal to, what is our B? Our B is negative 4. So negative, negative, it will be positive 4 over negative 2 because A is negative 1. So you have x is equal to negative 2. So the value of x is negative 2. Now, what is the value of y? We are going to pick the function that we are having, which is y is equal to negative 4x minus x squared. We substitute. Y is equal to negative 4, open bracket, x is negative 2, close minus, open bracket, negative 2, close the power 2. Okay. Then after that, what are we supposed to do from there? We are going to expand it. Okay. So negative 4, 2, which is positive 8, minus negative 2 to the power 2, that is 4. So we get to at 4. Okay. Then the coordinates now, you're going to have 2, negative 2, comma 4. This is the coordinates of the turning point. Negative 2, comma 4. You have the coordinate of the turning point. Okay. We now move to the last one. So the last one, they are saying the diagram below shows a speed time graph of a car during a period of... But remember these topics that we are dealing with, they are there in the Z Material app. We did them topic by topic with few notes that will help you to understand what is happening there. Okay, so we have this question now, which is question number 23. So 23, you have this diagram here that will help us to answer this question. Okay, so the question is saying, the first one is saying find the acceleration of the car during the 8 seconds. So the first one, how do we find the acceleration? So we said under the Z Material app to say acceleration is given by final velocity minus initial velocity over time taken. Okay, then you're going to have acceleration is equal to, what is your final velocity there? The final velocity is 9. So you say 9 over 8 because the time was 8. Then you have acceleration is equal to 8 into 9, that is 1, remainder 1. 8 there, it can't put a point, add a 0 there. 8 into 10, that is 2, okay. Rather 1, remainder 2. You add a 0. 8 into 20, that is 2. So you have 1.1 meters per second as your answer there. That's it. Okay, then you move on to question B. What are they saying on question B? They are saying we find the distance covered in the first 14 seconds. So the distance covered in the first 14 seconds. Okay, so the distance covered in the first 14 seconds. Oh, this is 2, not 6. It was supposed to be 2. So 2, 1, 2. Okay, so distance covered in the first 14 seconds. Here, so we're going to say distance is given by half. We're going to use the formula for calculating the trapezium. A plus B close, and then you have H. Distance is equal to half, open the bracket. What is your A? The difference here, which is 6 plus 14, close the height. They are saying the distance in the first 14, that is 9. So here you're going to have 9. Then you have distance is equal to, you add these two, you have 20. Okay, then close, you have 9. So 9 multiplied by 20, that is 180. Then over 2. 2 into 180, that is giving you what? 90 meters. So the distance was 90 meters. Okay. Next, they are saying we find the value of t. if the average speed of the car is 7 meters per second, we find the value of t if the time covered was 7 meters per second. How are we going to find the value of t there? So for you to find the value of t, what you're supposed to do is this. Again, you can use the formula for calculating the trapezium, where you say distance is given by, because we need to find the distance first now for the whole journey. So you say distance is given by half open bracket, a plus b close, and then you have h there. Okay. Then distance is given by half open the bracket. What is your a? Okay. So a here, we are going to say the difference in the what? In the time that we are having here, because we are dealing with this t now, so we can't get this to get the speed that we are having here. So say 7 plus 9 plus the height now, it is the difference in time here. So you say t minus 14. So you're going to have t minus 14. Okay. Then we have distance is equal to 1 over 2 open bracket. You add these two, you have 16 close. Then you're going to have t minus 14. Okay. Remember, they are saying a car in 14 seconds. The distance of the car in the first 14 meters per second. So what are we going to do now there? We are going to multiply. Okay. So we can say 1 multiplied by, here we put t now, which is 7. So 2 multiplied by 7, we get what? 14. So we can have our 14 there. And then we have 14t, we say this and this, that is 14 is equal to, we multiply here, 16 multiplied by t, we get 16t. Then this is t. Then 16 multiplied by 14, what do we get? 16 multiplied by t, we are getting, let me see, 14 and 16. Okay. Or we can use it to reduce them. Okay, let us reduce them just here first. We can say 2 there, that is 8. Okay, so we have 7 is equal to, we are going to have 8, then open bracket, t minus 14. Then 7 is equal to, we have 8t minus 8 multiplied by 14, that is 32, 112. Okay, so 112. Okay, so we have 112, and then from there, what are we supposed to do now with group like terms? Remember, we have a 90, so bring now the 90 here for this one, this part which is here that we calculated. So we are going to have this and this. We have 70, so negative 8t is equal to 90. Then minus 112. Okay, so 90 minus 112, what are we getting there? So 90 minus 112, we are getting 112, and then 90 there. We have a 2. Again, we are going to have a 2. Okay, so we have time is equal to what? 22 seconds. So 70, this is t. So 70 minus 8t is equal to 22, negative 22. So subtract here, we get negative 8t, rather, negative t is equal to negative 22. Divide by negative t and there by negative t. So negative, negative, you have positive. So t is equal to negative, negative, you are going to have 22 seconds. So that was the value of what t here. So what you are supposed to form here, it is forming the equation. After that, now you equate to the like terms, or you group the like terms, and you find the value of t as 22 seconds. Okay, so that is the value of what t there.